invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand as we salute you for your service to our country. We ask you now to rise, remove your helmets and your caps, draw your attention to the American flag. Please welcome the Franklin High School Pep Band for the playing of our national anthem. Tonight, the Star Spangled Banner will be conducted by senior drum majors Amelia Chambers and Anna D'Orlando. Applause for the Franklin High School Pep Band.
Hello, Franklin sports fans, and welcome to Franklin High School for the start of the 2025 varsity football season. Your Franklin Panthers are about to face off against the visiting Canton Bulldogs. And this is shaping up to be a good one. We just had the Franklin High Pep Band playing the national anthem to kick off this match. We were told just prior to the start of the broadcast that Franklin won the coin toss and deferred, so it'll be Canton receiving for the start of this game.
Back to return for Canton.
A windy but nice day out here today at Franklin High. Here comes the kickoff, and here we go. The start of the 2025 football season. Intended receiver is going to drop it into the end zone.
Heston's kick rolls out of the end zone for a touchback. And takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
1st and 10 on Canton's 20.
Time temperature 78 degrees. Wind south-southwest 10 miles per hour.
And that's the voice of Franklin football, Kevin Papa, that you hear on the PA here at the Franklin High School Bassini Stadium. So 1st down again on the Canton 20. Go. QB going for a fairly deep throw, and that's going to be caught at the roughly 40-yard line.
Pass complete to Jake Marcel.
Jake Marcel.
1st down.
It's going to result in a 1st down for Canton, as the ball's going to be marked at the Canton 42. We thank you viewers at home for tuning into this match on Franklin Pride TV, both on cable and on YouTube. I will be joined rather shortly by another one of our Voices of Franklin TV Sports, Jay Horrigan. That first down is going to be...
Ball run up to the middle. No gain on the play. Run into a wall of Panthers.
As Kevin Papa says, that Canton walked into a wall of Franklin Panthers, so no gain on the play there. So second down and 10. QB for KP is JT Norton. And he's finding himself in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get a couple yards out of that. But Franklin's defense
Norton
chasing him down.
Himself. First hit by number 51, Adrian Rampino.
It's going to be marked at the roughly 44-yard line. Right smack between the 45 and the 44 and the 45. So it gets about 2.5 yards out of that. So third down and 8. Norton looking for an open man. Gets one. And that's going to be number 9, Chris Pereira.
For Canton first down.
So that's going to be another Canton first down. That ball is going to be marked at the Franklin 42. So Canton moving very, very quickly but quietly here. Viewers at home may not be able to see, but Franklin High has a brand new set of bleachers on the opposite side of the field, which have been there for about a year at this point.
Big Pro on the carry. No gain on the play. Tackled by Alex Weber.
And so that's where Canton spectators are sitting. Some on-site viewers may be on our side of the field, but couldn't tell you. As we get ready for second down and 10 here for Canton. They're in Franklin territory. Norton finds himself a receiver. This is going to be number 7, I believe, Jake Marcel.
Norton pass complete to Jake Marcel. Enough for another Canton first down.
Another Canton first down. So Canton not really making any big plays to start off this game here. So another first and 10 for Canton. As Canton gets ready. And Norton's going to be taken down.
Looked like Christian Primpus on the sack. Loss of 1 on the play.
A loss of 1 on that play. And it was, if my memory served me correctly, that was number 23, Christian Primpus, as stated by Papa. So second and 11. running play, but that's not going to go anywhere. That's number 29. Number 29, Antoine Jameson.
Third down and
Who's going to take that run, but can't get anywhere with it. So that's going to be a loss of another yard there. Ball is marked at the Franklin 32.
We have a lost phone. It's in a Dr. Pepper case. A lost phone in a Dr. Pepper case. It will be at the food stand. Reminder, there's a 50-50 raffle right at the entrance to the field run by the Music Club. Help support the Music Club and buy your ticket to fame.
So 3rd down and 12 here. Franklin is ready. Norton going for a long throw here, and that's going to be too much. That ball is going to be just overthrown. Would have made for a fantastic first down for Canton, but again, too long for them, so that's going to bring it back to the 32-yard line. So it is going to be 4th down and 12. So Canton.
4th down, let's hear for your Panthers.
Here we go. Canton going for it on 4th. Bit of a deep throw. That is going to, incomplete pass, but there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Panthers.
Pass interference against
Pass interference call. So that's going to make it an automatic first. So that's got to hurt. As the ref brings it all the way down to the Franklin 17-yard line. So Canton creeping ever closer to the end zone here. Finding himself in a little bit of trouble here. Throws it off. That ball is going to be knocked away.
Norton's pass intended for Marcel in the end zone, incomplete. 2nd down.
So that's going to make it 2nd down for
17.
Canton. So 17-yard line. So again, Canton making slow but steady progress here. I should say quiet and steady. As they get ready for 2nd down. Franklin ready as well. Here we go. He's looking. Wide open. Wide open play right there. That is
complete to number 7, Jake Marcel for a Canton touchdown.
Number 7, Jake Marcel, wide open in the the front left-hand corner of the end zone, and that gives Canton a 6-0 lead. So that Canton run winds up taking a good 6 minutes off of the board. And they add an extra point there to their tally. So that's going to make it a 7-0 game. As we now have 6 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Here for Sid, my new apprentice.
So now Canton getting ready for their first kickoff of the game. And it'll be number 39.
Reed and Weber back to return the kick.
Not a big kick going on here. Not a deep kick. And Canton was right there to swarm the receiver. That is number 6, Quinn Kilty.
Weber returns the kick to the 20.5-yard line where Franklin will take over 1st and 10.
So Barlow's going to be marked at the 20-yard line.
Official timeout, so water break.
And quite honestly, I'm eager to see how this game's going to turn out, especially as this game marks the start of the second year for Franklin Varsity football head coach Todd Kiley. Six minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the first period. Canton up 7-0. So Franklin first. They go for a running play, or a passing play, I should say.
To Weber, no gain
don't get far at all with that one. No gain. Second down and 10. Running play. This one actually connects, and that is going to be number 8, Michael Thompson.
Flag on the play.
And there is a flag on the play. Holding on the offense. That burns just a little bit.
Holding on Franklin will move the ball back. Bring up 2nd and 20.
Oh, so a 10-yard penalty. Bringing it effectively to the end zone. Nice throw right there. This time again to Quinn Kelty. So Franklin gets themselves out of a small jam there. They do still.
Picks up the penalty yardage back, and we're at 3rd and 11.
So 3rd and 11 here. Ball is going to be marked at the
3rd and 10.
Franklin 21. Ooh, and the ball's initially lost, and a little pass there, but that's not going to get it. That's not going to get anywhere.
Complete to Weber. Lost on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So that's going to bring up 4th down. Very unfortunate turn of events. After a holding penalty, it's going to keep them from going any further during this run.
Milky back to kick.
So Franklin will punt it off.
Jameson and Mellon back to return.
Nice kick right here. That ball's gonna did hit the hands of number 13 there.
37-yard line.
Ball's gonna be marked at either the 37 or the 30. Sorry, 37 or 39.
3:32 left to play in the first period.
So referee standing at the 38-yard line. And it is an absolutely glorious day here at Franklin High's Piscini Stadium. A little windy at times, but we can take that. As Norton tries to evade his defenders. That's going to be an incomplete pass.
Norton's pass incomplete. Intended to number 3.
Yeah, I believe
Thomas Rose.
the intended receiver there was number 3, Thomas Rose. So that's going to bring the ball back to the Canton 38-yard line. So 2nd and 10. Both teams get ready. Here we go. Franklin going for a running play here, but that's not going to go far.
Handoff was gobbled up by number 24, Owen Essam. Pickup of 1 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
1 yard gain there. So it'll be 3rd and 9. So here we go, 3rd and 9. Norton going for a long throw. And connects there. Again, that's going to be number 3, Thomas Rose.
Thomas Rose, and that's enough for a Canton first down.
And that ball may be marked off at the Franklin 49, which it will be. So that's going to be another Canton first down. Canton having a lot of good fortune here so far in this game. 1 minute and 56 left to go in the first quarter. Ooh, that play almost connects for Canton, but it's going to be blocked by a Franklin player, and I am now joined by the other voice of Franklin TV, Jay Horgan. How you doing, Jay?
Chris Flynn, I am doing well. I made it.
I'm certainly glad you did.
Long ride.
Hey, make sure you make a run for the snack stand during the halftime.
You haven't missed too much up to this point. I mean, Canton does have a 7-0 lead, but
Chris, one thing that I noticed, what an amazing crowd for an opening night, huh?
Yeah, it's really great weather here, so can't complain
Oh, it's
too
beautiful.
Much. And that running play is going to be stuffed.
By Joey Tarantino.
Tarantino with the tackle. Number 18. So we get 3rd and 12. Canton's ball from their own 49.
And Canton has dominated gameplay so far here, Jay.
Yeah, I was surprised, Chris, when I pulled in and saw the scoreboard. Pass, nice pressure by the line, and they're going to sack him.
And that's going to be beyond. That's going to be way beyond the pocket. So
yeah, Cooper there on the tackle.
Canton on the punt.
So Canton will punt here.
Quinn Kilty back to return. To the end of the first quarter.
They'll let the clock wind down with only 8 seconds left. They don't have to get a play off. So the switch ends of the field. There's not really a wind to worry about.
Yeah, you missed the wind at the start of the game, Jay.
When I was driving, I noticed there was brutal wind.
Well, if you have a convertible or you have your windows down, that's bound to be the case.
No, so, Chris, it was when I tried to spray the windshield to clean dirt off of it.
Yeah.
The wind just blew the water off the car.
Yeah.
I'm a mess. Interesting setup here in the stands. A little different. Have the pep band to our left, below us to the left.
That was actually the scenario that they set up last year as well. They've effectively swapped everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, it is definitely a swap, but I believe that it's only a swap for the pep band. It's not a swap for
students, right?
Students,
right. Yeah. Marcel with the kick gets it high in the air, and it took a Franklin bounce, and it'll be down at the 30.
I'd call that a giant bounce.
Yeah.
How that leads me to the question of how high is a Franklin bounce?
Yeah. I don't know. So now they moved it to the 31 is where they downed it. So opening night around the state for high school football, which is, it's great to have it back.
I was talking to the Rentham Cable executive director earlier today, and they're covering KP today. KP is playing against Walpole, I believe they said.
They are. Yeah.
Glad I got one fact straight today.
I'm sure you got more than one.
So first down and 10.
4 receivers.
Oh, and he's going to be sacked.
Edmonds fakes the handoff, steps back to pass, and it gets
That's unfortunate.
Taken down. play coming in from the sideline from Coach Kiley for Edmonds to call.
Let's hear it for your Franklin cheerleaders.
And if, to people that are watching or listening, Chris, I don't know if you mentioned this earlier, but the quarterback, Ethan Edmonds, is a freshman who got the start tonight. He rolls to his right under some pressure. Yeah, he got sacked about the 16-yard line, so that will make it 3rd and 25. 24. They put it in the 17. But everybody will recognize the name.
Yes.
As it is trainer Jen's son and baseball coach Brett Edmonds, football coach, everything coach Brett Edmonds.
Yeah, and he happens to be standing
about
4 feet away from you.
Yes, and he's much bigger than me, so I got to be careful what I say. None of this has fallen on Ethan's shoulders. Edmonds in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back, straight back, screen.
Goes for a short pass this time.
Trying to just get some of that yardage back.
And he does get quite a bit.
Yeah, he picked up about 14 or 15 yards there. They may mark it a little short of the 30.
Yeah, I think it's going to be either the 28 or the 27.
Yeah, so it'll bring up 4th and 12.
I love him when
but he
I'm
picked up 12, 13 yards on that play.
The ball's marked at the Franklin 29.
Guilty on the kick. Jameson and Mellon on the return.
Big boot.
High boot up in the air, and
that's a deep
that'll
one
take
too.
a great bounce for Franklin, and they'll let it roll down to the 21, so have almost a 50-yard punt there, Chris.
Now with those kind of bounces, would we call those Cub bounces or Kitty bounces?
I don't know.
The Franklin mascot is Panthers after all.
Yeah. We don't have to finalize what we're calling everything tonight. We have got a long school year together. So Canton will take over 1st and 10 from their own 21 with a 7-0 lead, 9:49 left in the first half.
Franklin Pep Band doing their thing down there on the left-hand side of the bleachers.
Canton rolls to the right. The quarterback gets rid of the pass. Got an open receiver. Connected there with Anton Jameson. Jameson gets inside Franklin territory down to the 47. I think they're going to spot it.
Roughly.
And that was J.T. Norton with the pass. So 1st and 10 from the 47, Franklin's 47.
I like how cool it is out here, Jay.
It's beautiful.
I'm loving it.
Norton back to pass again. Straight drop back. There's good.
Nice pass there, but it's
incomplete. It's knocked incomplete. Nice defensive play there by Alex Weber, but we're going to have a hold against Canton. We'll see what Franklin decides to do. I'm assuming they'll take the penalty. Yeah, they're starting to mark it off. So that'll bring up 1st and 10 as they replay the down.
So the ball is going to be marked at the Canton 43.
Norton again in the shotgun. Shotgun's fairly standard in pretty much any high school game you go to these days. Back in motion, little flare out, but he throws over the middle. Wow, what a hit. What a hit from number 5, Alex Weber. And the receiver, I think that's Jake Marcel for Canton.
And he is still on the ground.
He is.
Oh, yep, he's not getting
And the
up.
Canton trainer comes out onto the field.
It's always, and those kind of plays are always double-edged swords.
Yeah, TJ's out there too. One thing that changed a year ago in the rules, Chris, is that each team has to bring their own trainer. That's why you're seeing 2 trainers out there. Yeah, well, you've got over probably 120 kids between the 2 sidelines.
Yes.
It's a lot for one person. As good as TJ is, that's even a lot for her.
Yeah, most outside of football, you'll really only see one.
Generally, yeah.
One trainer out on the field or a court, unless it's a tournament game.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, in a situation like this, where as you just pointed out, there's like upwards of like 100 kids on a team.
Yeah.
From all the various grades in high school on a team.
It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Bulldogs. Clock winding, 8:40 left in this first half of the opening game of the season.
And Canton continuing to very patiently kill clock.
Yeah. Norton straight back.
And he is. And
they called that incomplete.
Yeah. Norton just barely got that throw off before he was sacked from behind.
Yeah, he was just moving his arm forward, which brought up the incomplete pass, but that'll make it 3rd and 18.
So Canton catching a tiny bit of a break there. I'm sure that Franklin would have loved to have gotten that sack down maybe 2 seconds faster.
Yeah.
2 seconds earlier than
Or would have loved to have had a loose ball. But that'll bring up, as we said, 3rd and 18. Norton surveying the defense, steps back 4 or 5 steps, lets the ball
deep
go.
Throw.
It
and
is
that is almost. Woo.
It was short of the intended receiver. I think that.
Almost intercepted by Joey Tarantino.
Yeah, that was number 18, Joey Tarantino. The quarterback got hit just as he was releasing the ball, and he wasn't able to complete his follow-through. Tarantino in and out of his hands, and you could see his frustration on the sideline. So Canton will punt from their own 45.
Filthy Reed back to return the kick.
That's a high snap. Nice.
He's
they're going to
it.
run. Oh, wow. They're going to drop a beanbag there and a flag. He was over the line of scrimmage. So he kicked that at the 46-yard line over the 46. It was kind of a broken play with the high snap. The kicker took off and then saw an opening to boot it, and he did, but it looked from us up here, up here, Chris, that he was across the line.
And I think the refs agree with you.
Yeah, they're discussing it now. This is not something you see very often as a penalty, as a called penalty.
Yeah.
So I believe they're discussing what the enforcement is here. And now the white hat referee, the crew chief, is going to come over and talk to Coach Kiley and explain, and another referee is going to go over to the Canton coach. You know, they may pick the flag up as part of his body might have been behind the line of scrimmage, or they're now they are going to mark yardage off. I think they were talking to Coach Kiley to see what he wanted to do, if he wanted the ball or wanted a re-kick. So that's a 5-yard penalty. That'll go back to the 41, and Canton will still line up to punt again.
So they're just redoing it, just 5 yards behind.
Yeah. If you're Franklin, you hope for another poor snap. That snap was better, and the kick gets off. And it's fielded there, but immediately tackled. Looked like that was Alex Weber.
This is number 1.
So 7:52, still 7-0 Bulldogs.
Franklin's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Once again, I would like to thank the Franklin Pizza, our sponsors, the Franklin Pizza and Deli.
Oh, I thought they were going to thank us, Chris.
When does that ever happen?
Never. Actually, the other day, Coach Hess at the field hockey game thanked me.
Yeah, it's the viewers that usually thank us, and I'll take that.
Or not.
They're privately thankful.
Yeah. I think that's James Brusso in at quarterback.
And speaking of field hockey, we actually had a triple threat of sports today. We had field hockey against KP. We had volleyball against KP, and here, as viewers are aware, we have football playing against Canton.
Nice
so triple sports action going on today.
A little run there by Stephon Reed. Picks up maybe one. So this is similar, Chris, to what the Franklin did last year with their offense, especially at the beginning of the season. They'd have one quarterback under center for kind of a running offense, and then another quarterback run the passing offense. And Coach Kiley did that for years when he was at Holliston as well. Now it looks like Edmonds is back in at shotgun with 3rd and 7.
Shotgun.
And there's a timeout for the Panthers.
Timeout, Franklin.
Not sure if the play clock, I was going to say shot clock, the play clock was running down there.
There's no shot clock in football.
I know. I've been talking to people on the phone while I was driving here about basketball, so.
Basketball ain't happening for another few months, Jay. But yeah, as we were talking about the sports triple action here in Franklin today, we're certainly wishing the best to the field hockey team as well as volleyball, since they're both playing against KP. So
I drove by Beaver Street Field, and the scoreboard was turned off, so I wasn't able to get a final score.
Wicked cool.
And I don't know what, obviously I was not driving in the gymnasium, so I don't know what happened with volleyball. So
you couldn't have just gotten out of your car and walked?
I could have.
Yeah, but then you would have been a lot later to this game.
Yeah.
So this is one of those cases where I got to pick my battles.
Well, if you had instructed me to do it, I would have done it. Edmonds again in the shotgun. 3rd and 7 here.
It's a little thing called intuition, Jay.
Yeah, well, Ooh,
All of us.
that's
oh,
tipped.
that's wow.
Oh, it goes off 3
wow.
Bulldog players.
That one
and
looked like it
unable
was
to come down.
guaranteed to be. That one looked like it was guaranteed to be intercepted. Thank God
Yeah,
for the Panthers it wasn't.
Edmonds' toss was just a little high, and it deflected off a bunch of players' hands.
Yes. Franklin and Canton.
Yeah, so Franklin will line up to punt here. 4th and 7. Low
kick.
line drive punt that's
gonna
fielded,
go to at least half field.
and you're going to have a flag blocking the back. So that punt, nice return, but it's going to come back. It's going to be a block in the back at the 45. So that'll go back 10 to the 35, and Canton will start in their own territory. You know, I think a lot of these, you know, a penalty like that was avoidable, but opening night of the season, the players want to try to make every play possible.
Yeah.
And they're just really jacked up to be playing, so.
Can't say I blame him in that
No,
regard.
not at all. Hey, we were, so to be at the 35, Chris, we were starting the other day. We started our season, and we were, well, we couldn't have been that fired up because you put me on a camera. And I don't know if you've watched that video, but I have a feeling we'll have a lot of people with motion sickness.
That's assuming I put it on the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I asked Levy to let me know how bad it is.
I don't think he's looked at it.
No, he told me he hadn't.
And he probably won't. So, oh well. He's covering today's football field hockey game.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name isn't Chris Leverone.
Hi. So that completion there picks up 4. Marcel on the reception, so it'll be 2nd and 6, ball at the 39. So we're under 6 minutes left in the half. Canton's got 3 receivers on this side, plus the running back's going to flare out. Norton
getting chased down. He's going to get sacked.
And he gets sacked back at the original line of scrimmage, the 35. It'll bring up 3rd and 10. I think that was Rampino on the sack. Good thing here is I'm learning the roster. We've got legendary PA announcer Kevin Papa announcing the names. So if I hesitate, it's because I want Kevin to tell me who made the play.
Well, all you have to do is hand the roster over to me. I could have helped you out.
Oh, you could handle everything.
Almost everything.
Wow. So 3rd and 10.
I'm not Superman.
Norton takes 5 steps back. He gets hit.
Big throw.
Oh, but completes the pass.
Oh, and he's taking
as the
off.
defender fell down. And Canton completes that to Marcel for a touchdown, a 65-yard completion for a touchdown. Norton did get hit just as he released the ball again like he did earlier. But that'll make the score 13-0, Canton. And they're going to line up to kick the extra point here.
Hearing a little a cappella Gwen Stefani in the in the pep band right now. Or at least they were doing that for a second.
Oh, flag.
Flag's going to be whistles blowing.
False start. on the offense, so it'll go back 5 yards.
Move back 5 yards.
So it'll be at the 8 for the extra point.
Once again, once you go up for halftime to get that hamburger or hot dog, make sure you stop by and buy yourself a music 50-50 raffle ticket. Prizes last year were in the thousands.
So they'll re-kick here. Canton will, untimed down.
And is it just me, or is Kevin Papa sounding a little pushy with trying to get us to buy stuff?
I would say he's Kevin Papa-ing it.
So another extra point there for Canton, and that's going to make the score 14-0 with 4:23 left to go in the first half. A more pronounced pep band playing in the background.
You know, talking yesterday to Coach Kiley, he had said they were a young team, and it was going to be interesting to see how they reacted. Now, it's a Hockomock League game, but it's a non-division game. Canton is in the Davenport, and Franklin's in the big division, Kelly Rex division.
That was actually really, really confusing to me because even though
the way I just explained it,
no,
because I confused myself.
Because that's the way it's labeled on the calendar.
Right.
It says N, which generally means non-league, but Canton is still part of the Hockomock.
Yeah.
So someone's trying to confuse us, Jay. I don't know who, but they better stop.
Doesn't take much.
Actually, after today, it's not going to matter.
Right.
So I'll quit my
Short
whining right
boot
now.
hits the 20, and Canton may have recovered it. No, I think they're going to call that the ball went out of bounds before it was recovered.
Yeah, they were just trying to keep the ball inbounds, but
yeah, that's a live ball. Once that ball gets down there,
yeah, but Franklin never touched it.
It does on a kickoff. It doesn't matter.
Shows you how much I know.
Now you know. Let's see what they end up calling. So it's going to be Franklin ball, I believe, from the 35. Yeah, legal procedure against Canton, which would indicate to me the ball went out of bounds before it was recovered.
Yeah, because if the ball was going out of bounds, Franklin wouldn't have touched it.
No, because they would want this penalty. It would have, obviously, it moved the ball up the field 10, 12 yards for Franklin. Edmonds drops back to pass. Screen there.
Completed throw
That's
right there.
Complete to Reed. Reed picks up 8.
And that'll be marked at the Franklin 44-yard line, if not the 43.
As we head towards 3 minutes left in the half.
Franklin fakes the
And
handoff.
that's complete. Oh, no, they had it. When he got tackled and hit the ground, Reed lost control of the ball, so it's an incomplete pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Panthers. From
That's
their own
unfortunate, 'cause
43.
that was a good throw.
Yeah, it was. You know, it's going to take some time for Edmonds to get used to the varsity speed of all these kids and just reading the field. And that's going to be short. That's going to bring up a 4th and 2.
That was a literal
And
trip out.
Franklin's going to call a timeout to discuss whether they go for it or punt it away with 2:54 left in the first half. It's going to be a lot of fun watching Ethan Edmonds develop this year.
Yeah.
Being a freshman and, which as he develops, it will just make it more exciting as we go forward in future years. And Coach Kiley is someone who can develop quarterbacks.
I was going to say, assuming that Edmonds isn't scared off by the pressure that he's dealing with right now.
Well, knowing him a little bit, but knowing his mom, he has been shooting for this day since he was in 4th or 5th grade.
Uh-huh.
Canton takes a timeout. I think Canton wanted to come out, see how Franklin lined up, whether if they'd lined up with the regular offense or their kicking team, and they went with the regular offense.
Start singing, Jay.
Chris, that would be the quickest way to get our viewers or viewer to shut it off.
Rock you.
So Franklin's lining up in the regular offense. Edmonds in the shotgun. And he sees a receiver. Incomplete.
Hey, Bulldog diving for that ball after it bounced out of the receiver's hands, but couldn't get to
I
it.
think that was in the hands of Joey Tarantino, but just as it got there, he got hit, unable to hold on to it. So Canton will take over 1st and 10 from the 47, 2:49 left in the second quarter.
We will rock you.
That's a false start against Canton.
Full start on Canton will move the ball back 5 yards.
Not sure if that was the center who caused that, because the ball never made it back to Norton. So it'll bring up 1st and 15 for the Bulldogs. Norton drops way back. Got a receiver wide open on the far side. Gets knocked out of bounds by Jaden. I can't pronounce Jaden's last name. I'm not. I would butcher that. Number 4.
Jaden Ojukwu, something like that.
Okay, Ojukwu. We may be Jaden this year. Anybody who's listened to us do games before, no, I do.
Hey, don't let me in the same category as you,
no,
Jay.
I do it. But listening, when you and I do games, I have a bad habit of messing names up. Norton drops 5 steps, 6 steps back.
Ooh,
now
he's
under
chased
pressure. And he gets rid of the ball, and it bounces to the receiver, so it'll go down as an incompletion. 2:26 left. 2nd and 10 from the 30.
Pass is incomplete, going to bring up 2nd and 15. 2nd and
Yeah, during halftime, we'll just ask Kevin Papa about Ojukwu. He knows
That's
everything.
exactly what I'm doing. I'm going right down that ladder and asking him, and then I'm going to double check it and go ask trainer Jen.
If I hear it from Kevin Papa, I'll remember.
Nice completion there, pickup of about 4 yards. Clock will keep running, tackled inbounds. That was on the completion. That was Marcel, one of the Canton captains. So it'll make it 3rd and 6. And we'll roll under 2 minutes here.
2 minutes to go in the first half.
Norton again back to pass. And there's a flag. Norton runs, gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up a yard, but there's a flag where you'd normally see holding. Yeah, holding against Canton. So it'll make it 3rd and 16 if they take the penalty. And Coach Kiley was pointing to move them back. Clock should, nope, clock on the snap. It should be running, I thought, because that was an inbounds play. So minute 30, and the ball will start, clock will start in the snap. Norton will try to make something happen. Yeah, it looked like you had a number of Canton players move before that snap.
And that ball is caught, wow.
No flag. It was a completion there by Tom Rose. It looked like Rose pushed off the defender to create a little space there, but there was no call.
So ball is going to be marked at the Franklin 8-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The clock is running. 1:10 left. We'll get under a minute here. And now Canton's calling a timeout.
So with 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go in the first half, we at Franklin TV are thanking you viewers at home for tuning into this match on Franklin Pride TV, both on cable and on YouTube. Sun has gone down at this point of the evening, and it's still beautiful out here, Jay.
Yeah. We also, while we have a minute here, would encourage anybody who is interested. We're always looking for volunteers to help out with sports coverage, whether it's announcing or behind the scenes, behind the camera, or studio help. If you have any interest in doing a show or a podcast or anything, go to franklin.tv, and there is a contact page there where you can reach out to Pete Fasciano, our executive director, or Chris Flynn, and they'll put you in the right direction or talk to you about whatever you want to know. But we're always looking for people. Norton in a shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield with him. He hands it off. There's a flag there. There's two flags there. And another hold against Canton. So that'll go back 10 from the 8, so it'll make it 1st and goal from the 18. 56 seconds left. Norton goes back, lets the ball go. There's a flag in the middle of the field. That pass is broken up. I think that was Thompson who broke that up. We'll see what the flag's for. A hold against Franklin.
Panthers.
So that should be half the distance. That should take it to the 9.
So, interestingly enough, Canton's going to gain back a lot of the yardage that they lost. And
yeah, that will have ended up only losing a yard as of right now. Yep, gets marked down at the 9. Still first down, 50 seconds left.
Lucky kids, first down.
Chris, with that sundown, you could feel a little chill as the breeze picks up.
I'll take this over extreme heat, man.
Oh, yeah. It's not, trust me, it's not cold. It's not what we'll be dealing with Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, too much from now, yeah.
But you can notice a little drop in the temperature.
Yeah. That's New England for you. Franklin cheerleaders doing their thing on the track.
Yeah. They look like they may have gotten new uniforms, Chris.
I couldn't tell you.
No, obviously I can't either. I'm just guessing.
Well, in all fairness, it's been a while since you've covered a home game for football.
Yeah. Yeah, and the last game we did was Thanksgiving in the rain. Fortunately, I was in a booth.
That day wasn't raining. It was a long morning, but it wasn't raining.
It's a flag. That's going to be where you'd see a hold, but it also looked like the running back took off before that ball was snapped.
That looked like it was another penalty on Canton.
Yeah, this one is. It's going to go back to the 19, where it'll still be first and goal.
I want to stop seeing this football-based version of ping pong that's going on
this last 2 minutes have taken 10 minutes so far with all the penalties. Norton drops back under pressure, steps up.
Good throw, but that's gonna
hit the ground.
Yeah, that definitely hit the ground.
Yeah, this side judge over here is signaling that it hit the ground. He waved it off. He immediately called the side judge on our side, on the Franklin sideline, immediately waved it off. He had it hitting the ground. Now the officials will get together and discuss it. And it's
going to be called
incomplete.
no good.
Yeah, so we'll go back to the 19. It'll be second and goal.
Yeah, Canton's number 13 was pushing for that one. But
yeah.
35 seconds left to play in the half.
So technically, in the last 10, 12 minutes, we've run one play because everything else has been a penalty.
Yeah, we should be pointing out this is 10 minutes of real time, not game time.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure our viewers at home know the difference.
I'm making sure I know the difference. Norton rolls to his left, gets rid of the ball.
Oh, that is almost intercepted
Almost
again.
intercepted, but it was at least knocked to the ground. There's a flag back where the quarterback got hit, and they may be calling roughing the passer.
Jeez.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. So that'll move half the distance. It'll go to the 9.5. I thought that hit was made just as he released it, maybe a split second afterwards, but he was within a step of the quarterback. It does make it, it's an automatic first down with the personal foul. So it'll be first and goal from the 9.5.
It's been, let's be fair, though. It's been first and goal for Canton
It
for the
has.
last, like, 20
You're
minutes.
right. You're right. This is the 14th first and goal. Norton, pass.
That was
almost. It was knocked down to the ground, almost picked off there
for a second time
by Jaden Oak. Thank you, Chris. Number 4.
Jaden Ojuku.
A JUCO. Okay, a JUCO. A JUCO. A JUCO.
Or we could just ask Coach Edmonds. He's right there.
He's intense right now, coaching.
That's why there's halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Pop is the safer bet right now.
So second and goal from the 9.5. 23 seconds. That ball's on the ground. Norton picks it up, he ducks, and now he goes down, gives himself up, and Canton will call a timeout as we finally get under 20 seconds, down to the 15-second mark.
This has been a very long first half.
Oh, yeah. Third and goal from the 17.
Feels about as long as a pro football game.
I made the mistake, Chris, of looking at my watch going, wow, we're making good time. Should have never done that.
Just imagine what would have happened if it had been a 7 o'clock start time.
No. I have to get back to Mohegan Sun to pick people up, so.
What, those people didn't book a hotel or something?
No. They're there for dinner, going to see the Old Dominion show, and then riding home with fun old Jay. So
I'm sure that's exactly what they call you.
Yeah. We've got 4 receivers to this side.
15 seconds to go in the half.
Third down. 1 receiver to the far side. That ball
Norton
gets out of Norton's hand.
Fumbles that one.
It's
incomplete, but a flag on the play.
They're going to have a penalty. We'll see who this goes against. At least we got under 10 seconds. It's a defensive pass interference.
Pass interference on Franklin.
We couldn't really see the contact
No.
from our vantage point. So that'll be half the distance. I'm going to have to
Looks
check
like
on
it's
that.
the
It looked
8-yard
like
line?
it was in the end zone.
Once again from the 9-yard line. 8 seconds to go.
So first and goal from the 9, 8 seconds. Norton again to pass. And that ball bounces off the ground incomplete. and we have a legitimate play, no flag.
Although Norton was hammered right after he threw the ball, but that was after he threw the ball.
So without a flag, this should be the last play of the half. Should.
4 seconds left. One can dream.
They're gonna attempt a field goal here from the 16th, so a 26-yard field goal attempt.
25-yard field goal. 26.
Ball down. Kicks,
Oh, it's
no
blocked.
Good, blocked. And the clock runs out. So at halftime, it is 14-0, the Bulldogs over the Panthers, and we'll be back in about 12 minutes or so. Have a good halftime. Go get a sandwich and a beverage.
We'll be right back, folks.
welcome back to the start of the second half. On the kick.
Welcome back for the start of the second half, folks. Chris Flynn and Jay Horgan with you, watching the start of the second half here between Franklin and Canton.
Kind of a short kick there, Chris. And the Franklin player had to dive on it, so Canton didn't recover it.
29-yard line.
You'd like to see some of these guys that are receiving the kicks or the punt come up on the ball and catch it in the air. So that is the 28 or 29.
That's the 29.
29, okay. My age.
From what I can see, it's 29. I'm not that much younger than you, Jay.
But you are younger than me. But I can see the moon behind you.
Oh, I can see it too. I just have to spin around a little bit.
So Franklin lined up there in a double wing formation, which was trademark of Coach Kiley's teams at Holliston. When they needed to run the ball to try to get some momentum going, they switched to this offense from a passing offense. That is going to be just short of a first down.
And I'm sure Franklin is eager to get something going here.
And Chris, just to correct me, Jaden Ajuku.
Ajuku.
I was close. Ajuku. Thanks to Kevin Papa for getting that for us. Oh, loose ball. Loose ball. And Canton recovers. And Brusso is saying he was down on the ground.
Oh, it's going to stay Franklin ball, yep.
No, it's not. It's going to go to Canton. But they were, Brusso, I thought he was down too, or his momentum had stopped. But the referees had him not on the ground yet and still moving. So Canton will take over 1st and 10 from the Franklin 45 with a 14-0 lead. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Norton drops back, gets the ball off, and it goes in and out of Marcel's hand. Now, Kevin's announcing his name as Merrill. On the score sheet, or on the lineup sheet, it says Marcel. So, who knows?
I like to think that we got it right, but...
Well, it is me, Chris.
Well, I mean, I've been looking at that name for the last year, so...
Yeah.
It's almost French-sounding, but who knows?
Norton moves some players. 3 receivers on this side, 1 on the far side. Hands off the ball there.
The intended receiver there, number 29, he's going to be tripped up right before the 45-yard line.
Antoine Jameson.
Oh, you got that name right, Jay. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Jameson comes up a little gimpy, so he'll stay down, and the trainer will come out and look at it. So we have an official's timeout on the field.
Sid tells me the mac and cheese and the pizza is really good.
Normally, they don't let the coaches coach during an injury timeout. But It's not only for the coaches and players, it's the first night of the year for the referees. Not having ref football since last November. Third and 10 for the Bulldogs. Norton rolls to his right, gets rid of the ball. Completion down the far side.
Good throw there for Norton.
Yeah, very nice throw. And it's a first down. Went to Rose on the completion. Clock is still running. The way the sideline works in killing the clock is if you go out of bounds moving forward, it stops the clock. If you're going sidewards or backwards, the clock keeps running. 2 receivers to each side. Back in motion. Norton gets rid of the ball quickly.
Oh, wow.
And that was thrown high.
Really?
Make it 2nd and 10 here. Norton just got a little more zip on that ball that he wanted.
Yeah, it was high enough that I'm not sure if it was the intended receiver, but a Canton player had to jump fairly high just to get his hands up.
Yeah, and it was out of the reach of any Panther defender as well.
And a lot of these Panther players are tall kids, so must not have been paying attention to the ball. They're paying attention to the people that they're defending against.
3 receivers to our side. Norton looks one way, comes back this way, rolls, and
That one
let's
is
see if
gonna
they
be
call that.
very close. Oh, it's called incomplete.
No, it's called complete.
Really?
Yeah, he marked it there. So that'll bring up 1st and goal for Canton. I was down, Chris, on the sidelines talking to HockamockSports.com's Josh Perry, who is covering the game tonight. By the way, HockamockSports.com, great website. You should subscribe to it. Anything you want to know about the Hockamock League is in there. They do a tremendous job of covering the Franklin team. But he timed that last minute of the first half at 22 minutes.
Doesn't shock me.
No.
Sounds about right.
So 1st and goal. That's a false start. So that'll back the Bulldogs up 5 to the 14, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Half an hour. I could have watched a half. I could have watched a half an hour of my favorite TV show with that.
I could have certainly watched something. Norton takes the snap, rolls to his right,
He's got
Gets
a
rid
wave
of the
of
ball.
Panthers there.
and it is complete. That was to Merrill Marcel, we'll call him.
Sounds fine to me. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Canton leading this game by a score of 14-0.
And knocking on the door, Chris, for another score.
I hate it when you take the words right out of my mouth, Jay. But that's kind of been the way that a lot of this game has been played.
Yeah.
Franklin has had their chance at some offensive gameplay here, but they haven't been able to do much with it. As
And
Norton,
That is a
Yep.
touchdown.
yeah, he was in there for like an inch or two.
Yeah.
Set sweep by number 13.
So that's going to be their third touchdown of the game.
I don't know if there's a flag.
Oh, really?
The referee just. No, they're lining up for the point after. So 20-0, or if this was soccer, 20-0.
20-0. That would be an incredible game.
Yeah. Late addition to the Bulldogs' offensive line here on the PAT. Kick is up.
Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Yeah.
Yep. Kick is good, and with 7:46 to play
So 21-0. And a lot of the gameplay, very slowly but steadily, has been, for the most part, dominated by Canton.
And another Chris player down on the field for Canton.
Oh, boy.
This is, and it looks like a cramp. This kind of weather will bring cramps onto these guys. You know, most of them know, and trainer Jen, she's got posters all over her training room and everything, reminding players in all sports to hydrate not 3 minutes before the game, a day before the game.
Yeah. Trying to remember if I ever had that kind of guidance when I played soccer back in my childhood, my adolescence.
So I'll tell you, I did not, but we had our freshman football coaches. We had a kid, biggest player on our team. He got knocked to the ground, got hit in the head pretty severely.
Oh, jeez.
But this was 1975.
Yeah.
The coaches said, Elto, why don't you go to the bus and lay down?
Yeah.
And we'll check on you later. Which we now know is the exact opposite thing to do to some kind of potential head injury.
Mm-hmm.
But he turned out fine. He was a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force, worked at the Pentagon, so that bump may have helped him. So Canton will kick off, 7:46 remaining in the third quarter. Canton up 21-0. Nice catch
Franklin
there.
handles this
Little bit
catch
of an
very,
opening.
very nicely.
Nice cutback.
Ooh. Tries to get himself to the opposite side of the field, but he's going to be tripped up.
That was
just shy of the 45-yard line.
Quinn Kelty on that return. It's one of the better plays we've seen tonight from the Panthers.
I was going to tell you the story of a soccer accident that I was involved in back during my travel soccer days. I couldn't tell you what year it was, but I remember one Saturday morning before a game where we're getting ourselves all warmed up, kicking balls at the net. There was one kid who kicked the soccer ball out from the woods behind where the net was. Just happened to kick it in my direction, and I didn't hear it coming. And kids and some teammates were, they were warning me not to turn around, but of course I did because I have no idea what's going on.
Once you're told not to turn around, you turn around.
Well, I mean, it was just a bunch of audio white noise to me at the time, but I turned around. The next thing I know, I get smacked in the face with a soccer ball coming at me like 30, 40 miles an hour from the woods. So naturally, I fell down. I lost my vision for a little bit, but thankfully it wasn't all that bad. Although my coaches were concerned for me at the time, but thankfully after about 5 or so minutes, I regained all my senses.
Edmonds got up there a little shaky, but he continues to play. He rolls to his left. So that was a loss of 3. It will bring up 3rd and 15. Chris, you were talking about that soccer injury. I always go back to the perfect excuse I have growing up in the 60s and 70s. Most of our houses had lead paint.
Oh, yeah.
So if anybody accuses me or anything, I ate lead paint my entire childhood. What do you want?
Oh, God. Although that soccer ball to the face wasn't the worst injury that I've had, but we'll save that story for another time.
3rd and 15 for the Panthers. Edmonds takes 3 steps back, gets rid of the ball, complete, short of the first down. Stephon Reed.
Number 1, Stephon Reed.
He gets out to the 49. It'll make it 4th and 5 and down 21-0. It looks like Coach Kiley's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going to go for it. Coach Kiley sending the play in. 2 receivers to each side and a back to the left of Edmonds. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Edmonds takes a snap and gets buried by Marcel. Back at the 40, and Franklin will turn it over on downs.
That's unfortunate.
They put it at the 41. The Bulldogs will take over there with a 21-0 lead. 5:33 left in the 3rd quarter. So Norton will lead the offense back out for the Bulldogs, hoping to add to that 21-0 lead. They are going into the wind, as the wind is kind of kicked up a little bit. A counter there. Oh, gets through
he's
going to
be gone with the wind. Oh, he's going to be taken down at the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
But that was a tremendous run for Canton.
Yeah, number 6, Nick Crow. Ajuku, thank you, on the tackle. By the way, Nick Crow, no relation to Russell.
That's okay. The player that has the last name of Tarantino, I was going to jokingly say, any relation to Quentin?
I know the family, and I have made that joke probably many more times than once.
They're probably sick of it then.
They absolutely are sick of it. Crow gets down to what looks like he got maybe to the 5 or just before the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal. Under 5 in this 3rd quarter as the clock keeps rolling.
Yeah, Canton has nothing to worry about.
Well, Canton just wants to eat clock.
Mm-hmm.
The longer they, even if they don't score, the longer they retain possession,
yep,
the less time Franklin has to come back.
And they're going to have a very hard time coming back at this point.
Well, I think Norton lets go of the ball. That's a touchdown. That will make it 27-0. Wow. That was Marcel on the reception. So I think, Chris, what maybe like to see out of the Panthers is a drive or two that they're able to sustain, hopefully put it in the end zone.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But just get some consistent rhythm to let Edmonds get more playing time, more knowledge, and get more comfortable in the offense. Kick is up.
And it is
no good.
Nope.
Went off the upright.
Wow.
The upright, no good. 4:03 left to play in the third quarter. Canton 27, Franklin.
That is what we call a single doink. It only hit one of the uprights.
It's only able to hit one of the uprights.
Well, I've seen him hit both.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, double doinks. You don't see them often, but when you have them, it's something the referees get together and talk about.
That would have to be an extremely hard kick.
Yeah. I've seen it more in the NFL because their uprights are closer together.
They're more narrow.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So Franklin will get the ball here with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter, down 4 scores.
I want to start dancing with the pep band now.
If you do, I'm leaving.
That could be arranged. I mean, no one can see
I'm
me
sure.
dancing.
I could. Nice catch there. Nice couple of side steps.
Whoa.
Return.
He was actually carrying a Canton defense player.
Yeah, got out to the 43. So that's a positive in this half, Chris. Both of the kicks they've returned, they've gotten a good return out of both of them. So Franklin will take over 1st and 10 from their own 43.
Now if they could start playing a little Bruno Mars, that could be my little dance.
You want me to sing?
No.
I wouldn't know what to sing. Oh, Uptown Funk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, but do you know the lyrics? That's the
No,
big question.
Not at all. Not at all. 3 receivers to the top of the set. Edmonds gets that screen pass off. He did get hit afterwards, but he's talking to the referee, but he did a great job of getting hit and rolling. So Franklin picks up 7 yards there.
Nice.
It'll bring up 2nd and 3 right at midfield. Edmonds maybe changing the play there. Drops straight back, 2 steps, gets rid of the ball. That should be a first down for the Panthers.
Edmonds pass complete to number 84, Ayat Fraser. And that's enough for Franklin!
Kevin Papa has been dying to say that all evening.
Yeah, Ayat Frater on the reception there gets the Panthers the first down. And you're right, Kevin Papa got to give his patented
Franklin,
encouragement.
First down.
Edmonds drops straight back. Let's ball.
Ooh, that's a deep throw.
That
but
is.
Too high.
You know, and a lot of that, Chris, will come together as we get further in the season, as Edmonds has more playing time, more actual game action with the receivers he's got out there. It was a nice ball, just overthrown a bit. You have to remember that the young man is a freshman, and this is his first varsity start. Yeah, there was a flag. A Canton player stepped offside, then stepped back. The rule in NFHS is it is an automatic, what officials call a blow and throw. As soon as he steps off sides, you kill the play.
Yeah.
It used to be where defense could try to get back, but not the case anymore. So that's why you had the flag.
Well, it's good
And the
that they
Canton
changed that
coach-
line.
Canton coach is questioning it. Canton coach is yelling at someone. Hope it's not us.
Well, coaches tend to do a lot of yelling during
Yeah.
these games.
Edmonds under a lot of pressure. Screen. And
Doesn't get too far.
no. Now, actually ended up losing a couple of yards, 3 yards, so it'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Loss on the play, third down.
2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Feels like it was only about 5 minutes ago was the start of the game.
Edmonds steps back, looks to throw.
Nice
Completion,
throw and a nice catch.
Throw and a nice leaping catch.
Edmonds pass complete to number 4, Jaden Ojukwu. And that's enough for
Ojukwu.
Franklin.
Ojukwu with the reception there. He had to get up in the air for it, but that was a nice play. Nice connection. So we'll see if they can keep that going. It's something to build on. Minute 20 left in the third. Edmonds.
Nice throw and a nice catch.
Nice catch. That was right where that ball needed to be.
Pass complete to number 8, Michael Thompson. Enough for
Thompson
another
on the
Franklin.
That
reception.
was an incredible catch there by
But,
Thompson.
Yeah, it had to, and that throw had to be right on the money so no one else could make contact with that ball. Great couple of plays here by Edmonds.
See if they can keep this going with 48 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Inside handoff. Something we haven't seen much of tonight, a run.
Alex Weber on the carry, pick up a 1 on the play.
Theoretically, they'll run a, Canton will run a, I'm sorry, Franklin will run a play. They don't have to, but they will, being down 4 scores. They want to get into the end zone as quickly as they can. Oh, nice.
Ooh, that was
Oh,
close.
That was.
Evans pass complete.
But it'll still be 3rd down and 9.
Looked like it was just a skosh behind the receiver. But those are throws Edmonds is going to get better at every time he gets out here on the field.
And it always amazes me at how alert these kids have to be when it comes to receiving the ball.
Oh. And
11 seconds left to go in the third.
they just issued a sideline warning to the Panthers bench. First sideline warning in a high school game is there. It's just a warning. There's no penalty, no yardage or anything.
Don't need to start off the first game on a bad foot. Edmonds with the throw.
And that got knocked to the ground. That was a tight window he tried to get that into, as there were a bunch of defenders right in the area. 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. 27-0 our score.
And right now they're deciding whether or not to go for it or to go for a field goal.
Field goal's not going to help their cause. You know, they
not too much, but it will. I mean, assuming that they succeed with it, they will get themselves on the board. But yeah,
but then they still need 4 scores.
Yeah, a touchdown would be more beneficial. At this point, they've got nothing to lose.
No, Edmonds. Goes right through the hands.
That's a shame.
Of Reed. Reed had to jump for that ball, but it went right through his hands.
So that's going to mark the end of the third quarter. So Canton still on top with a score of 27-20. Franklin just had their best chance of trying to get a touchdown going there, and unfortunately it just goes up right through the receiver's hands. Great shot there by Edmonds, but unfortunately receiver is not able to get a grasp on the ball.
They will pin the Bulldogs deep in their own territory, so we'll see what the defense can do going forward. But Chris, I'd say that was a positive series.
Absolutely.
For the Panther offense and their young quarterback. You know, he made some nice throws, some nice completions. He was kind of victim of a couple of passes that maybe got away from him, maybe should have been caught and weren't caught. But he looked to me, and who knows if I have any idea what I'm talking about, but he looked, as that drive went on, more confident in what he was doing. That's really what you want to get out of this game for a freshman.
Pep, the Franklin High Pep Band doing their thing again. As Canton takes over on their own 20-yard line. Oh, I take that back. It's on the 14th. Yeah, I had to read the scoreboard to get that straight.
And flag on the far side, and that's going to be offsides on Franklin.
Offsides on Franklin.
So it'll bring up 1st and 5.
So that's going to bring the ball to Canton's 19-yard line.
Yeah.
Short pass right there.
And knocked out of bounds, but Canton picks up enough for the first down, gets out to the 29-yard line where they pick up the first down, 1st and 10.
Can't carry for a first down.
They'll mark it at the 30. Was out of bounds, so the clock will not start running until the snap. Inside handoff. Pick up there a 3. We'll bring up maybe 2. Or 1.
Well, Kevin Papa
Kevin
says
Papa,
1, but who knows?
Looks more
That's right.
like 1.5.
Yeah.
But we'll go with Kevin.
We'll split the difference.
Kevin's got a better angle at that than we do.
That can be debated.
Now, my mommy always told me, if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah, but in our defense, I'm using a video camera with a
That's a
really
good
decent
point.
zoom
That's
lens.
a good point.
Nothing against Kevin, mind you.
That actually pick up a 2 there to bring up 3rd down. Actually, Canton had a man in motion. It looked like their running back started prior to the snap, which would have been an illegal formation, but no flag. Clock still running, down to 10.5 minutes left in this contest.
Make sure you're on your way home tonight. You stop by the snack stand and pick up your Panther swag. Support the Gridiron Club and all the good things they do for the boys.
Franklin's pass is complete. It will be enough for a first down. Gets
And
out to the 41.
Yeah.
Also, just another kind of public service announcement. If you are looking to get involved in sports, high school sports or even youth sports, we are always looking for officials. We are short officials in every single sport. First week of the season, I've seen some games postponed because there aren't enough officials. You can reach out to me. You can go through Franklin TV if you want to be put in touch with one of the sports boards, but we're always looking for people. Norton hands off inside. Nice job by the defensive line. Maybe a pickup of 1. Bring up 2nd and 9. It looks like they gave him a yard.
Throw on the carry.
As we'll roll under 9 minutes. See one of the Franklin players trying to stretch out his leg there like he's got the beginnings of a cramp. So 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs from their own 42. Fakes the handoff. Norton rolls to his right. Passes complete.
And he gets past the 50.
And he gets a first down. That's Marcel, who has had an excellent game. He and Norton have been a great combination. And the young man who was trying to stretch before that play is now on the field with a cramp.
Oh, that's not good.
No. And TJ will go out there and do her thing. One thing these kids have for them, and all the kids at the high school who participate in any sport or anything at all, I'm very biased here, but in all my travels around the state officiating various sports at various levels, high school and college, there's no better trainer in the area than Trainer Jen. I've unfortunately had suffered a couple of issues or a couple of injuries over the years. And the first one I call is TJ.
Nice.
And even if I'm 2 hours away, what do? And she'll normally yell at me for not stretching enough. But she'll see me, she'll take care of me, she'll send me to the right PT place. So for the school to have that kind of access to someone who knows above and beyond what most trainers know is very fortunate for the Panthers. Coach Kiley's out having a discussion with the officials. I'm not sure about what.
But as we come out of that injury timeout, where the Franklin player that the aforementioned trainer Jim was attending to, he was able to get up and walk off the field on his own power. Always a good thing.
He started stretching on his own, and he's on the ground right now, sitting and stretching, having some water.
So he's doing so without the pressure of trying to be ready for a game play.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Throw on the carry, flag on the play.
Another flag on the play. Jakes.
On the far side. I haven't seen a preliminary signal, but it looks like it's going to go against Canton.
Yeah, they're walking backwards.
Hold against the Bulldogs.
Holding on Canton. Moves it back 10 yards.
So they'll go back to their own 47.
47.
So to bring up 1st and 17, if my math is correct.
We'll see what they say on the scoreboard.
He hasn't gotten to that part yet.
Clearly not. 20. Holy, wow.
Yeah,
25.
It's not 25. I did major in math for one semester. spent a little too much time in the pub, but
That's good to hear.
yeah. Another run over the left-hand side, picks up 8 yards, 7 yards there. They'll mark it at the 46. It'll be 2nd and 13.
So with a little break in the action, I'll tell you about that one other soccer accident that I scored for myself during my one season of JV soccer when I was in high school. I pulled my quad in my right leg.
Oh.
And that was right before, that was virtually right before the season started, because I remember that happening during preseason training.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if I tried working through a game with that, but anybody who's never pulled a quad before, when you pull your quadricep,
Pickup of 5 there.
you're lucky if you can walk. Never mind run and kick a soccer ball.
Chris, I did in a basketball scrimmage one time down the court, a college preseason scrimmage. I felt something in the back of my leg go. And I did not ref the rest of the day, and I called Jen. And Jen said, well, you probably pulled your hamstring. I'm like, Jen, I've got nothing but fat in the back of my leg. I didn't know you could pull fat.
Well, the fat surrounds the hamstrings.
That's how she tried to explain it to me. She was not dealing with the brightest patient in the world.
That's an incredible
Norton.
Wow.
What a pass by Norton. He hopped up in the air and threw that. It was a completion, and it's going to set up 1st and goal for the Bulldogs with 6.5 minutes left in this contest.
Yeah, Canton just continuing to dominate the offensive side of this game.
And that was that connection, Norton to Marcel. I'll be interested to read Josh Perry's article on Hockomock Sports, see how many yards Marcel has had tonight receiving. Because that's been the connection for the Bulldogs. Norton with a handoff and flag. Flag comes in. I'm going to guess that's a hold against Canton. Yeah.
And they're going to wave off the touchdown.
Yeah. So it'll go back. The line of scrimmage was the 4. They'll go back to the 14th. It'll remain 1st and goal, but from the 14, I believe. Actually, maybe it's the 13. Going to mark it 2. Still 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. And we've got a flag there for delay a game against Canton. That'll move them back another 5. So that'll bring back to the 18.
I'm wondering if we have all night for this game.
I do not.
Neither do I.
Inside handoff. Another excellent run.
Crow on the carry. Back to the 5-yard line.
That was Crow, who had put the ball in the end zone on the one they waved off on the holding, but he gets that down to the 6. 2nd and goal. Under 6 minutes left. And Crow,
and
does it get in?
He gets in.
Signal touchdown.
Touchdown, Canton.
So that's going to make it 33-0 for the Canton Bulldogs here.
Yep, prior to the extra point. So, Chris, some positives for Franklin tonight, despite what the scoreboard says. You know, I do think we've seen Ethan Edmonds get better as the game, or more comfortable as the game's gone on, which for a freshman is what you want to see. That kick is up and good.
Extra point is good.
So at this point in the match, this game is safely sealed for the Canton Bulldogs at a score of 34-0. 5 minutes left to go. We'll see if Franklin is able to put even one touchdown on the board. They certainly have the time for it.
Going against them, Chris, is the fact that it's now running time.
Yeah.
Due to the score, I believe the cutoff is 32.
Oh.
Maybe 34. But in years past, once you hit that mark, you don't go for extra points. However, in the new playoff system that Massachusetts has, point differential plays into people's power rankings. So they do go for the extra points because that 1 point could make a difference.
So Canton with a big boot. This one going out to at least the 18. As Franklin tries to navigate.
Have a flag on the far side. You know, though, we have had, Chris, some positives in the second half on the kickoff returns. Franklin, the players are catching the ball in the air and able to pick up some yards. That penalty will go against the Panthers. From the, I think it'll go back from the 23. And it was an illegal block in the back. So that'll go back to the 13, and the Panthers will start there. 1st and 10, 3 minutes left. Edmonds.
Oh, that ball is going to be picked off.
And intercepted.
And that is going to effectively finish the game off.
Well, they can kind of, with the running time, they can effectively run the clock down.
Yeah.
Especially if they get a first down.
Yeah. I mean, even
they could just take knees. They get 40 seconds per play.
And considering they're not rushing out to get anything going here, that's pretty much what they'll be doing.
One of the things the referees are looking at the clock, trying to do the math. So they just blew the whistle. They'll have 25 seconds to get this play off. And then, provided they don't pass the ball, they'll have 40 seconds. So they can, looks like they're not going to take a knee as Norton lines up in the shotgun. But he does hand the ball off on the inside, and actually Norton is out of the game for the Bulldogs. They have a new quarterback in there.
No gain on the play.
Who is Brian McGilvery, who's a junior. He'll finish this game out for the Bulldogs. 1:20 left. So if you do the math, they only have to run 2 more plays. The quarterback will wait for the back judge to put his hand up, signaling 10 seconds left in the play clock. So now they'll let it get to under 4. There's a flag. That'll stop the clock. Or actually, no, with running time, it'll keep it going. Look, an unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Panthers.
So
as the referee will come over and talk to Coach Kiley, tell him what the penalty was for, so he knows.
15 seconds left to go in the game.
And that's going to do it from Franklin with the final score: Canton 34, Franklin nothing. Please drive home safely.
The Bulldogs don't have to run a play, obviously, and the clock runs out. 34-0. Canton will defeat Franklin. But some positives for the Panthers, especially in the second half. A couple of nice kick returns. Edmonds seemed to be a little more comfortable there. But when it's all said and done, unfortunately, Franklin ends up on the wrong side of a 34-0 score.
Yeah, but as you said, Jay, hopefully Franklin's gains some important lessons from this game. I mean, they are playing against a highly competent Canton Bulldog team.
Correct.
So Canton had a lot of effectiveness on their behalf, and that's what got them to this big win against the Panthers.
You know what, though, Chris? Too, football's back.
Yes.
Even though Franklin came up short, we have our first football game of the year, and that's always a great time of the year.
So that's going to do it for our coverage here at Franklin High School. Canton walks away with a 34-0 win over your Franklin Panthers, but they do have their next game to look forward to as well as the rest of the season. So for Jay Horrigan, this is Chris Flynn saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, Franklin sports fans. Have a good one.